I have no idea how long this part will be when we are recording it, because it's after the fact again, because we had to do like 10 missions, and most of them were uninteresting.
Oh.
Remember? Like, a lot of it was, like, setup stuff and random things.
Well, you know what? I thought they were fun. I liked spending time with my schmoopy.
They were fun to hang out together, but I don't know if they would have been fun to extend this by, like, 3 hours.
Aw, nuts.
Here's a Lamar mission.
We on? Okay? How you kids are creeping? I mean, you're creepy as fuck, so I figured you creep. Sniper and ground, you got to coordinate to take out the Ball Lake soldiers. Keep it quiet, though. You got the weapons for it and do them in pairs. When they clear, you're gonna blow up one of their rides and boost the other one. This is a favor for a friend. You know, my friend, your friend, you know, that exceptionally friendly motherfucker Vernon. And by favor, I mean we dead if this don't work out. We probably dead if it do too, but I guess we gotta try.
Also, we had to redo this mission like 10 times. Because there was a really weird mechanic to it.
This one is that stealth mission, and we couldn't figure out who was seeing me every time I went in there. Because you shot everybody, and then I go in there, and it'd be like, somebody saw you. And it's like, but everyone's dead.
You in the spot? Talk to each other. Take them down together. The ride you're torching is on the other side of the block. Oh, they calling the move. Be cool till we know what's up.
I had a question for you, by the way, while we're doing this, that I don't know. I know kind of the answer. How do you think that sounds start trending on, like, Instagram and TikTok and stuff? I know sometimes you can pay.
Oh, really?
I've seen things about, like, artists paying for their song to trend, but how does it happen naturally? Like, how does everybody just get together and say, yeah, let's all use this song?
I don't know. I've never understood that, like, at all. Because a lot of the songs that trend, I wouldn't necessarily use.
No, a lot of them are bad.
Yeah, so I guess I just don't really understand it.
Speaking of bad, that was bad shooting from me.
I think sometimes it's because somebody makes, like, a joke, and then they use a specific music, and then somebody does that same joke, but in their own way, and does a specific music, and then does the same specific music, and then it keeps going on.
So it keeps spreading?
Yeah, I think so, because, like, sometimes...
So a meme, that makes sense, but what about, like, other stuff?
I guess I don't really know, because, like, sometimes it'll be, like, I don't know, you show your specific outfit, and then everybody who shows their specific outfit uses that specific song to get it shown, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't really know how it starts.
I guess I kind of get it with hot girls, too, because, like, another hot girl sees it and does it to copy them.
Yeah.
Creeping. Always creeping. Look at you.
Like that little Bumblebee song thing that all the hot girls were doing a while
Yeah,
back.
like, I can see that. I mean, it was still going now.
Oh, yeah,
it's like a trending thing. But even on YouTube, there's trending music. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is.
And it's not even like, oh, Nicki Minaj just dropped a new song and her fat ass, I mean, in a positive way because she's beautiful, you know? I don't mean like a bad way.
Her beautiful, luscious cheeks.
Yeah, I guess it could be a negative connotation,
I would love a song where she just has her beautiful, luscious cheeks and she's making them clap throughout the entire song.
I'd love to help her clap them. But, you know, like, it's not just like, oh, she drops something and it does well and then it trends.
Homie on the sniper. Shit might just about to get real, so, get back to the spot and get ready for it.
Yeah, homie.
It sounded like I was, like, calling her Lizzo. Like, get your fat ass. I didn't mean that. I meant, like, whoa, you got a fat ass.
Are you
like,
calling Lizzo fat? Because she just identifies as individually large.
Lizzo just lost a ton of weight, and I'm proud of her.
She did? When?
Yeah,
Why?
she lost a bunch of weight over the last little bit.
Wow.
And now she's getting bullied like Adele did because she can't be, like, the mascot for the...
Meghan Trainor got bullied for that, too, recently, because she just showed up on stage and started singing her song all about that bass, and...
Come on, man. We might be cool. Get the ride and go. Get out.
Big Girls co-opted that song to decide that instead of just loving yourself, it meant you
all
should,
about that cake?
you should mean... It basically, they decided that it should just be a anthem for being fat is good.
They'd be like, you know, it's all about that cake, no salad. It's all about that cake, no salad. Yeah, I get it, yeah.
When in reality, the song was about you should love the body God gave you, you know, and no matter what it looks like.
Or the flying spaghetti monster of atheist ideology.
True. And so, basically, she went on stage, and she's very thin now because she's had babies and she's worked out to get her body back. And she's very thin now, and she went on stage and sang that song, and people were like, how dare she sing this song when she's not big anymore? So much for it's okay to love yourself.
Is she training Megans still?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't all about that bass? I don't remember, actually.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, she was never really my type.
It was the specific song she sings where, like, she talks about, like, your curves and stuff and how, like, your body's good the way it is. I don't remember the name of that song. I thought it was all about that bass, but it might not be.
I'm glad that she's taking her health seriously. You know, that's something that people should be talking about. Is, like, I do think the conversation, I mean, I make it this as a meme. It's like, oh, well, does she look hot? But, like, I think the conversation should be about the fact that, like, you're copying these celebrities, which is bad, which is why a lot of young men end up in, like, gang warfare and stuff.
Did you not show us getting caught, like, a million times by this
I skipped
thing?
it.
Oh, that makes sense.
It would have been so stupid and boring and long. But, you know, like, a lot of young men end up in gang violence, not all because of music, but the fact that, like, the most popular rap songs are all about, yeah, then I was slinging cocaine, then I was banging bitches, and then I went downtown and I beat up a grandma, yo, what up? It's like the fact that, like, all that stuff is there and they're like, yeah, it's a role model, because young people look for role models.
Yes.
And, like, a lot of them, I was gonna say a lot of them don't have fathers. That sounded racist, but I'm not talking about a group of people. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people don't have parents that are involved in their lives of any background, skin color, ethnicity, anything.
True.
Like, I was, like, somebody posted on Twitter the other day, and they were like, you know, we're kind of fucked if these are what you, these are the only examples you can go to for, like, male, role models, and one of them was, like, Andrew Tate, and one of them was someone else, I don't know, on, like, the total opposite side.
Yeah.
And they were like, and I was thinking, you know, to me, male role model was my dad.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about that, and it's like, I think that's what the problem is.
But not everybody has a good dad.
No, or a good mom.
Yeah.
Or anything. Like, we were talking to a friend recently who I'm not going to out for this.
My role model is you.
Oh, that's sweet. You're not mine. We were talking to a friend recently who was talking about how rude their parents are and a bad role model, you know?
They gonna keep coming at you, man. Just get out of there. Bring the car to our lockup.
And it was interesting because it was like, no, that's the total opposite of what my experience is.
Yeah.
You know?
But it was similar to my experience.
And it's similar to a lot of people's. And so they look at these celebrities and they copy them, and then they're copying, like, something bad.
Okay. I'm sure you understand. Because if anything, Bert is an understanding motherfucker. But please don't bust that ride.
You know?
It makes me really mad that women who are larger get shit on by other large women when they lose weight and finally take their health into account, because it's like, shouldn't we be happy for that person that they're not going to get early onset diabetes and that they're not going to die early and that they don't have, like, the highest BMI of all time anymore? You know what I mean? Like,
well, this is the problem, is it's not just a cosmetic thing. If it was, I don't think I'd care about this at all. You could have your preferences, I could have my preferences in what we find attractive, and that would be it. And then it would be like, well, you know what? Not everybody's going to be for everybody. Not everybody wants to appeal to everybody, and that'd be fine. But it's diabetes, heart issues, blood flow issues.
And also, it's just wrong to be mean to somebody about their body. Like, if I...
You can talk, Jill. If it doesn't get louder, you can talk.
If I was 500 pounds and I lost weight and ended up becoming 300 pounds, so that's 200 pounds weight loss.
Bring it in, homie. Bring it in. Benny's who's gonna take it from here.
But I don't know, it just makes me sad because it's like, people should be praising me for that if I did that. But instead, if I was a celebrity like Lizzo, people would be like, oh, well, you're not on our side anymore.
No, and yeah, and I also do think, like, memes are one thing, but, like, you also shouldn't, I don't really think you should be mean to overweight people either.
No.
Like genuinely mean to them.
No, you shouldn't be mean to people about their body in general.
But people should take their...
I thought that was the opposite of what plus size people wanted.
But people should take their health seriously, and you're an idiot if you don't. Like, genuinely.
You know who's the first one I see to make fun of people's bodies is a lot of times it's plus size people.
Yeah, because they're mad about somebody else not looking like them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I cut out 10 minutes of frozen black screen here, by the way.
Why? Why was it frozen?
It froze and kicked me out of the lobby completely.
Wow, that's crazy.
Don't you remember that?
No, I forgot.
We sat there for 10
that.
to 15 minutes.
Jeez.
I went on my phone and we were waiting because we didn't want to lose progress. Yeah, no, I really think, though, that, like, it is idiotic to not take your health seriously because it's self-destructive. Like, you're hurting yourself going forward.
Yeah.
You know, this is not Frozen. I just left this here so we could talk about the mission.
Oh, okay, we're talking.
Okay, the mission went well. I don't have a lot to say about it.
Vernon's happy.
I thought I would have more to say about it post-mission.
Well, it was really stupid because they said, like, get the car in good shape, but then they had 1,010,000 guys, like, busting after us, like, shooting their cars into ours.
I love when guys bust at me.
And shooting their guns and stuff. And it was like, well, how are you supposed to get the car there well? And then Lamar was mad. And I was like, you know.
Yeah, he was pissed, like, the whole time, but the game set you up to fail.
Yeah, that's what I don't get about it. It was stupid. And there he is.
I know what you're thinking. We in trouble now. But it ain't like that. One dude's hot water is LD's bubble bath. We chill. I mean, all we got to do is spy on the lowrider meet from on top of a building and in some bushes and then do some other stuff and we completely in the clear. Completely. Bring one of your peoples to the LS Bag Company in La Mesa and I'll spell it out.
Do we do that?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Oh, cool.
In a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
We do hit a point here, I know, where we need 4 people again.
Oh yeah, now we have to have Nate over tomorrow in order to do that.
I reached out to Drew Paint, not my other friend Drew, on here, and if you watch this and you didn't see my previous comment...
Who's Drew Paint?
The person who offered to play with us on Xbox Series X. You should email me or send me a message on Discord about it so we can actually connect about that. And if anyone wants to join our crew, which none of you have, the hell's your problem? I'm going to show it here again. You can join it.
I made a new crew emblem.
Yeah, it's like a 2010 Call of Duty Black Ops emblem now.
Yeah,
with
it's
a girl
really
in a
good.
bikini.
You guys should check it out. You can put it on your car.
Also, you can join our crew even if you're not on Xbox. Like, if you're on PlayStation, you can join our crew. If you're on Xbox One, you can join it. It's just you wouldn't be able to play with us while we're on Xbox Series X.
Yeah, but you can still join the crew.
You can still join the crew. It's like a gang.
Yeah.
And I want to get more members, so please join.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all, man? Thanks for meeting me out here. Can you believe this bullshit? Can you believe these motherfuckers? Man, look, man, I knew these boggos was dumb as a box of rocks, but seriously, man? We've been terrorizing these motherfuckers, and all they care about is their cars. They not yet worshiping at the great church of Lamar. Fucking fools, man. But a fool and his lowrider are soon parted. As said by no one yet, but I just said that shit. Cause if you can steal them, we can use them to stop your friend and mine, good old Vernon, from murdering my ass. Which ranks depressingly high on his agenda, I heard. Wow. And I thought loyalty meant something. Fucking people, man. Everywhere I go, I've been offending people or getting ignored by them. And that's some bullshit, man. It makes no sense at all. None whatsoever.
Poor Lamar, he didn't do nothing wrong.
He's so funny.
Poor innocent Lamar.
Yeah, he's very innocent, and they should be worshiping at the Church of Lamar, I tell you what.
Do you like my Kiss Me, I'm Irish shirt?
Yes.
Okay, take your positions. One up high in the building, one down low in the bushes. And don't let them know you there. That'll spoil the surprise.
This one does not make sense to me.
Y'all niggas down? You make it like me, outside some ladies outside, hiding in the bushes, taking pictures, hoping she don't call the cops. Hey, but it ain't even like that, man. It's all consensual, prearranged. We got a safe word and everything. That's just what gets us in the mood, kids. Don't try this at home. I never did. Y'all gonna send me some photos of the ride, and I'm gonna tell you which ones to boost for Vernon.
So they tell me to hide down here and help take photos, right? I want you to see this. Every time a lowrider came in, I take a photo and it does nothing.
I think they were talking to me because for me, when I did it, it worked. So I think they technically wanted me, the sniper, to do that. Because, like...
Wait. It told me take a photo of all the arriving ones. So, like, what else am I supposed to do here?
I don't know. I mean, I did it, so there you go.
But watch this. Watch this. So first off, there's those.
Yeah, that's
they
not
didn't count. And I didn't understand that, and I was like, okay, whatever. But then as more came in, look, watch this. I took a picture.
That's because I already took a picture of that one.
It did nothing. Well, why were you doing it so much ahead of me?
Well, because I was on the top of the building. I could see all of them as they entered.
Then what was I supposed to do? Why was I even here?
You were supposed to be over there taking pictures of them, too.
I was over here.
No, you were supposed to, like, turn.
No, he told me to stay in the bushes.
Yeah, I know, but turn to the left, you'd see them going down the road.
I thought this was good enough. I thought I was in the bushes taking pictures.
I don't think it was good enough because I'd already taken a picture of them. Does that make sense?
I just think it's dumb. Like, to me, this did not seem like a two-person mission.
Well,
it seemed like it could have been a one-person mission. It wouldn't have mattered.
It got to be a two-person mission here, like when we have to start taking out these dudes.
Yeah, some of these missions, it feels like they don't actually have a purpose for being like 1 player, 2 players, 4 players, whatever. You know, it feels like they just picked an arbitrary number and made them that.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a heist where it's like, oh, this is designed to be 4 people or something.
They also put me on this sniper area that was like the worst place ever. So it was like, I'm on top of a roof, but then you see that like big bridge right there, right above you?
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge pole in the way of my vantage point, so I can only see like half of the courtyard at any time. And so I had to keep like moving behind this pole to try and see past it. It was ridiculous is what it was.
Yeah. By the way, I'd be interested, I was listening to you, but I'd be interested from people, we'll probably do both styles, but which of these do you like more? Do you like us commenting on this after we played it? Or do you prefer when we comment on it as we play it? Because for me, the problem I've had with this game is some of the missions are so repetitive and you have to redo them, and I don't know if they're going to be interesting until after we do the mission.
Also, for me, sometimes I just like playing this at like ungodly hours of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes I just like to play it like being quiet and not talking a ton during it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like we'll talk to each other, but not about a topic.
But it kind of depends on my mood, actually.
Well, no, that makes sense, but I wonder what other people prefer.
I don't know. I'd like to hear what they prefer, but either way, we're probably still going to do parts like this sometimes.
Yeah, and what are your thoughts, by the way, on Lizzo?
My thoughts on Lizzo.
No, not you, the audience.
Oh yeah, I want to ask them that too. I mean, I'm really happy for her that she's finally taking her health into account, because I feel like for much too long she was praised as the big queen.
I'll tell you what, I never liked her. And
I think that's unhealthy though.
It's not just because of, well, it's not just because of that. I was going to say it's not just because of her weight. I never disliked her because of her weight. If she was her weight and she was just nice about it, I wouldn't care. But what I don't like her being a mascot for something unhealthy. I also don't like that there have been so many accounts of her being a dick to her, like, dancers and stuff like that, like being mean to people who work with her.
I also think her music sucks. Like,
oh yeah, 100%. I mean, she's more rich than we will ever be, but I don't know how.
Her voice, to me, ever since she first came out, I always thought her voice sounded like 3 pans in the kitchen clanging together. You know what I mean? Like,
is that racist? Because, like, she's cooking a black dish in the kitchen?
No, I'm just saying, like...
Were you saying she was cooking jambalaya?
It's like nails on a chalkboard. It just hurts to hear. Like, I hate the sound of her voice so much.
Yeah, I think that... I think that if she didn't have her body the way she was, like, if she was a skinny girl with that same level of talent, I don't think she would have gotten as far.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think the only reason she got far is because people needed a plus-size mascot. You know?
Yeah.
Like, these big girls who are chronically online were like, yeah, somebody like us! And it didn't matter if she couldn't sing or not, they just wanted to make her famous, because she was big.
I think she can sing. I disagree with that. It's just I don't like her voice.
I mean, sure, maybe she can sing, but, like, if you have a voice that sounds awful, I don't want to hear it.
No, I agree, but I also think some of that might be taste, because a lot of people do like her voice.
Good.
Like,
I'm happy for them. I mean, I don't want to be mean to her.
I don't either. I'm just saying...
not trying to voice shame.
I'm saying I don't think she's objectively untalented. I don't know why this got quiet. I just don't think she's, like, very talented. Do you get what I'm saying?
I mean, I personally think she's untalented to me, but that's my opinion.
Right, but I'm saying, like, there's also people that are just...
Oh shit, going over to G's crib. Jumping off that ramp onto the road's gonna be the quickest way.
There is also people that are just genuinely awful, and you can tell objectively they have no talent. Like, with their voice. Like, you know Miles?
Uh-huh.
Which is, he's joking. So it's like, I'm glad he's making money off his meme. He's not trying to be a great musician.
He's hilarious,
He's
though.
just memeing. But it's like, he doesn't have singing talent that he shows.
You damaged it. Why is it every time we have a mission that says don't damage the cars, there's always like one random truck that decides to swerve and hit us?
I don't know, but there's also 100 cars they usually spawn to shoot you.
Yeah.
I feel like after you deal with the waves, that should be it.
No, I completely agree.
And then if you're an idiot driver, then you get penalized. you know?
Here's where I didn't leave enough room for you to get it.
Yeah, it actually kind of pissed me off.
I didn't know the circle was going to be there for you. I thought it was going to be on the other side.
On this, man. Why don't you holler at the boy Vern and tell him I wasn't trying to diss him or nobody else, man? It was unfortunate. That's the word. It was an unfortunate mistake, dog. Come on, it ain't my fault fools out here knocking each other heads off like it's going out of style. Come on, G-Man, you know me, dog. I'm a hustler. I'm a gangster. Hard, man. It's families, man. And when Vernon cut me up with a samurai sword and feed me to his dogs, he gonna see families all inside of me. And that's when he gonna be sad. So come on, man. No harm done, man. G-Man, what's up, man? You gonna say something, dog? I got enough of the strong, solid, creepy types with these here folks, man. G-Man, come on, my nigga. This families.
Do you think once you finish this, you get the pass? Like, all the missions? Like, and then, as a player, you get the pass.
I mean, I would personally be extremely happy about that, but does it have conditions? Like, is it like the one you gave Nate where you can't say it at KFC?
No, I would say that Rockstar has enough money to give it with no conditions.
Oh, good.
Whereas I'm just a poor boy. You know, mine has to have limitations.
How much did you pay for yours?
I can't talk about it. But if my pass that I gave Nate didn't have limitations, he'd become too powerful.
True.
You know?
He would. And he hasn't used it yet.
No, he hasn't. He's been savoring it.
He's waiting for the next, Obama.
What do you
think, oh my, when do you think the good moment is going to be for him to use
To drop that word?
Yeah. Like, when would you personally drop it?
I would have dropped it back in 2009 on a Call of Duty lobby before everyone recorded everything.
Hey, you know how there's a time in every story about a leader taking power when they gotta, like, you know, take out everybody against them? Well, sometimes even disappointed wannabe-ass leaders who ain't ever gonna take power gotta do that shit too. Cause otherwise they'll get killed along with everybody else they ever knew. You down? I got a wagon for y'all to use and everything. You good? Hey, come to the gas station on Alta Street in La Puerta.
We can't do that.
What?
We need 4 people.
Oh, okay, that's the one that we needed 4 people on.
I think that might be the last one, though.
Oh, okay.
So we're pretty much at the end of the Lamar storyline.
I'm excited for it. I hope that Lamar doesn't die via Vernon's hands.
True, he could, because it's after... I think that one might be after GTA.
5?
5, yeah.
I think it's kind of a shame that we all know Lamar definitely does not become the king of gangsters like he wants to be.
Well, you know, he's actually a character I would love to see show up in GTA 6, like older, and see him show up maybe in whatever their GTA Online is.
Doing more shenanigans, yeah.
My biggest wish for GTA 6, though, I don't know if you have a biggest wish, but I have 2. One is more customization in everything, and by that I mean more interactive environments, more customizable outfits, houses, stuff like that. But my second one is a single-player DLC. You know, like that will... Because I like those characters a lot. Like Jason and Lucia, they seem really cool.
Yeah, they do. And if we like the game a lot, then we'll be craving more.
And that's my big problem with all the expansions being online, is we don't get to see them from the perspectives of, like, Michael, Trevor, Franklin stuff. It's just your nameless character who doesn't talk.
Hello there. You ever think that something's, like, missing from your life? I don't mean just that your wife ran off, or that your best friend is too good for you, or your backyard's overrun with idiots in clown makeup. Now maybe you're not running an air freight operation out of your very own hangar. 'Cause, you know, I've heard that secretly transporting large amounts of profitable cargo via land and air can be highly validating for people like you. Just saying. Anyway, go to Maze Bank Foreclosures, get a hangar, and I'll be in touch.
Alright, so Ron, we're going to do Ron's mission. You were going to say about the GTA Online character?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, like, even though I enjoy playing GTA Online, I feel like Michael, Trevor, and Franklin were much more compelling and interesting characters, and I would have loved to be able to see more of them specifically.
And more from their perspective. You know, like, just because you might see them, like, let's just say all of them are in the online at different points. just because you might see them doesn't necessarily mean... Sorry, I was watching a Instagram reel of 2 girls making out.
Yeah, stop being distracted. Turn it off.
Just because you might see them doesn't mean that you play as them.
Yeah.
And that there's a big story.
Well,
also,
playing as them is much more different than just seeing them, in my opinion.
this is the Fort Zancudo Hangar 3499, in case someone comes across this who actually wants to know what the difference of these is. Not that we do tours of properties, but I want to show... I think that's the one I get. Yeah. I think I end up getting that one, but there's several here, and then you can actually get clearance to go into Fort Zancudo instead of just getting shot at every time you go near it.
Unless you don't own it, but you're with a friend who does, but you're not, like, in their MC.
Motorcycle club or whatever?
Yeah, if you're not in their MC, then they'll shoot at you, even though you're friends.
I think it's like a SecuroServe VIP for this one.
Oh, yeah, whatever it is.
I'm not trying to correct you, I'm just saying.
You always correct me. Stop it.
Well, I thought people would want to know. Look at this, though.
I beat you behind the scenes.
This is customization, but it's like the lowest form of it. It's just, what color do you want?
There's not even all that many colors.
I'm glad it's here. I think I end up picking red.
You do.
But I was just kind of showing them all off. And
most of them are boring.
Yeah, the 3 that are interesting are those middle 3. Mm-hmm. Blue, yellow. I kept trying to decide between them. Blue, yellow, and red.
And then eventually I told you to choose red to make you make a decision.
Sorry. Then there's a different lighting style, too. Like, that's it, though. It's just like, do you want...
one of them is shitty and one of them is nice.
I don't think the one's shitty. It's just more yellowish.
Yeah, yellow to me screams shitty.
So you didn't like when lights used to be yellowy?
No, I hated it. I hated it so much.
But the thing is, like, now every place looks like a hospital.
Well, I guess, I don't know.
The lights are, like, super bright and white.
I like white lights, personally. In all of my Sims games, I change all the lights to be white, because I just feel like it makes everything brighter and nicer. You know what I mean?
Don't you feel like there was a time, though, where, like, you'd sit down next to a nice, cozy lamp with a yellow light and read a book? You know, it had, like, more cozy lighting. Like, you see that kind of lighting more in, like, a study.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, it really depends on the vibes of the room, I guess, because, like, some places where they just have yellow lighting, it just reminds me of, like, flickering yellow lighting in a drug dealer room. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Also, no, I get what you mean. Between these two, I picked the more, like, old style.
Ornate.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Instead of more modern.
So, did you spend $4.5 million on this?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
Oh. Oh.
I know. And
I don't think I even had that many.
I got all that from that 420 week.
You bought the hangar. Woohoo! We're in business, baby. Wait. Who's that? Someone's here. Get over here quick. Get to the hangar. I need to show you some things.
Wait, was he already there anticipating us buying it?
Yes.
What?
I think he was.
How do you know which one we were going to get?
I don't know. I don't really know, actually. That's a good point. I never thought about that. Because, yeah, you have more than one option, don't you?
Yeah. Weird. What a weird man.
Ron is the weirdest.
I like him a lot, though. I wish he showed up in more cutscenes instead of just on the phone.
So that's the thing I was going to talk about that pissed me off about this. This was the Smuggler's Run add-on for GTA Online, right? Mm-hmm. And so you buy a hangar and you see Ron like twice. And after that, I looked it up. There's no more story to Smuggler's Run at all.
Yeah.
There's no like big heist really. Well, there might be a heist they added in, I don't know, with that update, but it doesn't really tie to this. And Ron really just shows up again then in that Dax storyline later. The one where we accidentally ran into him. So I think...
owner of the hangar on base. Grant them access to come on through.
I think I should clarify that we accidentally did that mission first because I thought that was the first time you saw Ron.
Was that the Fooligan one?
The Fooligan one with Dax and those guys.
Okay.
This is actually the first time you run into Ron.
Oh, I didn't know that.
This is your first meeting of Ron. We just couldn't tell because they tell you on GTA, play it in your order. Mm-hmm. But, like, there is an order. And they just don't tell you what it is.
Yeah, they don't.
And it's actually kind of obnoxious because
and annoying.
I wish there was a thing that said this takes place after this but before this.
Yeah.
And then if you decide to do it then or not do other content, that's your choice. Mm-hmm. But like we did the Fooligan mission with the understanding that was the first Ron mission.
Well, it's also because he sends a text saying, "I know you don't know who I am, but."
Yeah, and I didn't understand it. Like, why there were 2 R's on the map for Ron.
Yeah.
We just picked one of them, and apparently we picked wrong.
Yeah, I guess so. It was a 50-50.
That seemed kind of annoying to me.
Yes, my friend, they're dead. Dead, and any nonsense from you, and you'll join them. I've got a space weapon from Russia. A Russian hacker space weapon. And I'm going to liquidize you.
I want you to know, I think that's
Just
a reference
like I
to
did to your
GoldenEye,
Oh,
a
really?
Russian hacker space weapon.
Liquidize. Ow! Hey, hi. Oh, you trying to kill me? Oh, God, no! Oh, you're my new partner. You bought into the place. You're late. What kept you? Yeah, well, it's too late. That bastard Trent. My best friend? Oh, he's supposed to protect me forever? Then he goes all Vinewood on me. He's too important for Ron now. But he's a guru. He's a lifestyle coach. I don't know what he is. I bet he's got abs. Oh, I am so alone. I just shot 2 government agents in the head. I mean, I hope they're government agents. I'm screwed. We're screwed. Where's that mechanic? Oh, I mean, that's the only reason I let them in. Because I thought it was gonna be him. Ooh, who's that?
Hey, boss.
Hey, boss! Oh, hey, boss, is that what I get? Well, you're getting a sandwich, I'm getting killed. These 2 people came to kill me. Not her. She's your new boss. Well, a co-boss with me. This is Charlie. He was in the Air Force. He was accused of a crime he didn't commit. Innocent mistake. Planes crash. He was the fall guy. You know how the deep state is. Charlie, get to work. Ignore the corpses. So, anyway, business is good and business is bad. Now that's a problem. On one hand, we've got more orders than we can possibly handle. And on the other, I'll be surprised if we're not killed in the next 48 hours. Come on, let me give you a tour. Then I can deal with this mess while you get to work. It's really pretty obvious. Okay, now, this is the office where we, equal partners, we, you, senior partner, run the business. Now, this is the computer. It's very secure. We lose this, we're all dead men. This is where the jobs come through. Yeah? So you can check it out? Okay? Okay, let's move on. Up here is where you can sleep if you want to. It's very comfortable, and it's clean. It was pretty clean. I mean, it's been cleaned at least once. Come on. Now back here is where we store cargo. Now nothing too dodgy. Mostly untaxed cigarettes, stolen pharmaceuticals, and industrial chemicals. But we'll run pretty much anything. Now back there is where you can store any aircraft that you haven't left out here on the main floor. Got plenty of room. I think we can probably take all the planes we'd need. But then, I've never had more than one. And over there's where Charlie works. Hey, Charlie! Ah! You'll like Charlie. He's boring, but he's good. He can really make aircraft fly. That's not what I mean. I mean, he can make aircrafts fly better. You should try him out. His work is amazing. Give me a hand with these bodies. I better dump these at sea. Then I got a little radio thing, but I'll be in touch. I am so glad you're here. You're the best friend I've had, and I mean that. Don't let me down!
So you pretty much have to assume this happened before the Fooligan mission.
Yeah, but you also have to assume that it must have happened after Trevor went to Los Santos, because he's all butthurt about it.
Yeah, Trevor's gone.
Yeah.
But I apologize if we show things out of order. I'm kind of annoyed when we do it, but
well, it's not a big deal.
I also feel like it's not fully our fault. I sound like a YouTuber now, really. I'm sorry, but it's not my fault. It's like a YouTuber apology. Or even better, I'm sorry, but it's your fault.
It is your
That's
fault.
even a better YouTuber
Yeah, it
apology. But we'll look around here for a couple minutes.
Why were government agents after Ron, by the way?
I don't know. Maybe he's right. Maybe, like, they came after him because of his broadcasts.
Oh, like his conspiracy theories?
Yeah, because it seems like a lot of his conspiracy theories are right. Aliens exist in this universe.
Yeah.
There's, like, secret deep state government bunkers and stuff. I mean, like, he's not wrong. Also, I'm convinced where I just went up to and can't get in is the bathroom.
Yeah, because there's no other bathroom in this place.
No, unless you have a pee corner like Trevor.
And that's the only door that doesn't work. A pee corner like Trevor is hilarious. It makes me sad that we haven't seen Trevor up until this point yet.
Also, free snacks here.
Yay,
I couldn't get it to work.
That's okay. It's because you keep running into it.
I'm sorry.
Stupid pants. Stupid pants.
Look, we don't have to go to the store anymore. Unless
I know,
we want to
that's great.
rob a person of color.
Oh.
I mean, have you ever seen a white cashier at one of those stores?
No,
in
I've
the
only
game?
ever seen Indian.
In the game.
In the game.
Yeah.
No, I've only seen Indian in the game. I think it's a joke.
I think it is, too. I was going to say that, like, it sounds like the Joe Biden joke where he's like, you'll never see a white guy working at 7-Eleven, or whatever.
I know, I think they actually did that, like, as a funny joke, because it's, like, a stereotype for Indian people.